We're so excited that an exhibition that we have been working on for almost a year with the Aga Khan University is open. Conversations have been going since October 2022, when the communications team of Aga Khan University got in touch with Citizens Archive and approached us because of our expertise in curation.
The vision of His Highness the Aga Khan has been critically important to AKU and to its development, which was the fulcrum around which the university has grown so rapidly in only 4 short decades and become an international institution which had begun in Pakistan but is now has campuses and programs in East Africa, in the UK, as well as in Afghanistan. And we continue to grow stronger in Pakistan as well. And we wanted to give the public an opportunity to engage in that vision, to engage in different aspects of the history and development of AKU in a much more exciting way than just a lecture or a PowerPoint presentation. So with the contribution of the creativity and the passion of the Citizens Archive of Pakistan, today we have a multi-sensory exhibition that many people have already come through and have been very excited about.
The Citizens Archive of Pakistan was set up because we felt that there was a need to create an archive that documented the contributions that the citizens of this country had made towards building it. And it started off with an oral history archive that documented the experiences of the first generation of Pakistanis, but then it quickly moved towards creating a resource where you documented newspapers, photographs, government documents, so that it would be a holistic archive.
CAP became the natural choice for AKU because of the experience that CAP brings via its curatorial expertise. CAP's expertise in curation comes from the fact that when we work with an organization, we look at their history, we understand the journey from where they started and where they came today. What CAP does is going back into that journey, understanding, tying it into the present, and allowing us to showcase that journey by showing all the key values of today, but how they started and how they were built.
When we looked at the idea of trying to understand AKU at 40, the first thing that we did was we did a deep delve into our own archive to see what did we have for AKU in the past 40 years. And we came across a photo that had been donated to us by an interview that we had conducted many years back. It was a photograph of His Highness with his grandfather. We looked at that photo and we had this huge smile on our face because we were like, wow, even before starting our research, our own archive has such valuable jewels which can contribute to the story that we want to tell. And it was with this conviction that our archive did have something that was unique related to AKU, which also gave us the understanding that we had already been trying to document AKU's story as we were trying to make sure that there was a safe space for the story of Pakistan. And it already existed as an idea in our archive, which we were able to expand upon when we did a very micro level to a macro level research for AKU.
At the heart of a design of this exhibition was practicality, as we wanted this exhibition to move to a lot of other places. It was very important for us to make a design that was easy to transport. In order to make this exhibition multisensory, we employed multiple techniques. We had text, we added videos, we added audios, we added tactile elements so that people are not only absorbing information, but they're also retaining that information. The very first stage of exhibition design included creating visualizations of the space, visualization of these installations, and to see what elements are working and what are not working. Through the research phase, we found out how the hala tile designs were employed, how the jali design was employed, the red marble that was procured from NWFP was used, how the weeping plaster was added to give this teary effect. We wanted to make sure that all these minor elements, the Islamic geometric patterns that were part of the history and that were part of the thought process of all the main decision makers 40 years back, we are adding that at this exhibition.
हम हम जब जाफरी और पार्टीशंस पे काम कर रहे थे तो हमें आगा खान की तरफ से एक सैंपल दिया गया था, जिसको हमने प्रॉपर उनकी मेजरमेंट और उनका मटेरियल और उनकी चीज़ों के ऊपर ही हमने स्टडी करते हुए उस पूरे डिज़ाइन को और उस पूरे मटेरियल को हमने बनाया है, ताकि जो उनकी क्वालिटी को वर्क वो सेम रहे।
जिसे कहते हैं ना, कभी कभार आप कोइंसिडेंट होता है या लकी रहते हैं कि इस पूरे काम का कॉन्सेप्ट ये था कि एक सेरेमनी है, जिसकी वजह से आई टाइटल्ड मुबारक, जो कि एक विश, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन हम किसी को कहते हैं। सो उसमें किस तरह से हम एक सेटिंग बनाएं। अच्छा, सेटिंग में एक चीज़ बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट थी कि रैंक किस तरह से हो, मगर दूसरी एक और चीज़ थी, बिकॉज एक ख़ास किस्म की स्टाइलाइजेशन है, सो वो किस तरह से हम प्लेस करें कि वो लगे कि एक ही सेरेमनी में है और एक साथ एक दूसरे को ग्रीट कर रहे हैं। इस पेंटिंग में जो कंपोजिशन में ख़ास तौर पे जो फिगर्स हैं मैंने सेलेक्ट की, हिज हाइनेस प्रिंस आगा खान चांसलर, और बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज़ में से जाकिर महमूद, AKU के प्रेसिडेंट शहाबुद्दीन, एंड एक स्टूडेंट है जो ईस्ट अफ्रीका से है, चीफ गेस्ट वो भी ईस्ट अफ्रीका से हैं, और डॉक्टर रजीना जो कि फैकल्टी को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हैं। 6 फिगर्स हैं और आगा खान यूनिवर्सिटी की ब्यूटीफुल बिल्डिंग है।
In addition to us pulling from the CAP archive, we obviously went into the AKU archive and pulled material, original plans for sites, the vision that was used to set up the School of Nursing amongst many other schools and universities. So Aga Khan University, incredibly open and generous in the information that they shared with us and the different avenues that they let us into to be able to have access to this material which we have used.
In developing the content for the exhibition, I mean, this was the most fundamental area that we had to really lock in. There's so much that's happened in 40 years, and which we even discovered more than we knew once we were exploring all of the different archives of the university. AKU dug deep into its archives to develop the content of this exhibition. And what we learned was that we had to become very selective, because there was no way to be able to capture everything that's happened in 40 years in this one exhibition.
To understand what AKU meant to the forefathers who had developed the ideology of this institution, to the people who were the most important in creating that vision, the idea of individuals while they were developing the architecture, to the people who were developing the different institutional subcategories. Using oral histories as a primary tool, what we did was, which was uniquely CAP, we did not look at history as a flat, but we looked at it as a continuum, which basically means that we were looking at history from the lens of people's stories as well as documents. We were looking at it as an institution which was much more than just a medical school and a hospital. We were looking at it as a story that was embedded with the story of Pakistan. We tried to make sure that every angle of the different stages through which AKU went was tapped into, documented, and preserved. And that is how we looked at opening up Aga Khan, the institution, and Aga Khan, the vision to the people of Pakistan.
This exhibition has hundreds of individuals represented in it and talks about the last 40 years. It's both a physical exhibition, but it's also a people's history of the last 40 years to humanize and really make audiences understand the people who made AKU what it is today. So we hope you visit and we hope you enjoy it.